Thank you so much for joining us here on ABC24 Plus. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett with a look ahead to your weather forecast through the rest of this week. Of course, the big story lately has been the drought concern that we have been in. We did have a little rain early Monday morning. Of course, the question now is, will that be enough to actually make a difference with the drought that we have been talking about? Let's go ahead and get right into it and talk about what we are looking at here over the next several days. There are slight chances for pop-up thunderstorms. These are not going to happen everywhere, right? These are not going to be widespread thunderstorms that happen everywhere. Probably not enough to really help our drought all that much, but there is going to be at least the slight potential for some pop-up thunderstorms, especially for Monday evening into Monday night. Even with the rain chances, temperatures stay above average. And again, the severe drought that we're already in is likely going to be getting worse. There might be a little bit of improvement here over the next couple of days with these slight rain chances, but it's not going to be enough to totally get us out of the drought situation. If you missed it while you were sleeping this morning, we did have some good rain roll through. It didn't last very long, but we did have heavy downpours with some thunder and lightning. This is a time lapse from Midtown Memphis right about 4:35 a.m. You see that rain come down, some flashes of lightning in there. That lasted for a good little bit, but as the sun rose closer to 6:30, that rain cleared out and the rest of the morning was dry. But we did have some rain if you missed it, at least in parts of the Mid-South. Some of those thunderstorms were also a little bit heavier, had some gusty wind. This is from down in Crenshaw, Mississippi, in extreme northern Quitman County, right on the Quitman-Panola-Tate County line up in that area. This is a school building there. Looks like we've got some limbs that kind of got blown around there, and maybe a portion of the roof affected just a little bit by some gusty wind this morning. Again, that's from the Crenshaw police there, shared through the North Mississippi Storm Chasers and Spotters. After the rain cleared out, though, had a really nice rainbow in Midtown Memphis. This from our ABC24 weather watcher, Philip. As the rain cleared out, the sun came back, and a beautiful way to start our Monday once that rain cleared on out of here. Of course, we also want to invite you to join the ABC24 Weather Watchers. That's our Facebook group where everybody can share photos and videos. You can also text your weather photos to us. Our number's right there on the screen, 901-321-7520. Text that number. You can add photos and videos in there. But again, the best way to do it is our Facebook group. Just head to ABC24 Weather Watchers on Facebook and you can request to join there. Some of the rainfall totals in the last 24 hours, the areas in blue and green, those are the ones that saw the rain overnight. And there were a lot of areas that missed out. East Arkansas was pretty dry, a good chunk of West Tennessee. But again, where the rain came down, it came down at a pretty good clip. We have a radar indication, a radar estimate of almost 2 inches of rain out in portions of Crittenden County, about an inch in Cordova. But notice most of the metro was closer to a quarter of an inch of rain. Did have some heavier downpours not far from Mount Pleasant and Sladen, Mississippi. Rain totals in North Mississippi, they were generally lower, about a quarter of an inch if you saw anything. But southern Benton County and northern Quitman County, where we had some heavier downpours, radar estimating closer to an inch of rain out of those areas there. Now, as we look ahead to Monday evening, there is a chance of some more pop-up thunderstorms. I think most of the daytime Monday will be dry, but closer to dinner time Monday, there is going to be the potential for more of those heavy pop-up thunderstorms. They're not going to hit everybody, but just be aware, Monday evening, there could be some pop-up storms around. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, rain chances come on back down. I think it's a much lower chance of rain through the middle of the week. And then slight rain chances for this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Very, very slight chances for a couple of those pop-up thunderstorms. So there is a chance that some of us see a little rain over the next 7 days. But when you look at it in total, less than an inch of rain. While it's nice, it was nice this morning to see the rain, cleared out some of that pollen, hopefully, that's been in the air and making us all sneeze a little bit. But as far as actually helping the drought situation, we'll take what we can get, but we need a lot more where this is going to come from. Just an update on our rainfall tracker. This includes the rain that fell Monday morning. In the last 60 days, almost 2 inches of rain in Memphis, but our deficit is still about 5 inches. So we're 5 inches in the hole for rainfall in the last 2 months, and we really need to get closer to that to get our drought completely eliminated. So we have several inches of rain that we need to make up to help our drought situation. The good news is our precipitation outlook as we look over the next couple of weeks, it has flipped a little bit. We are looking more above average for precip. You see that green area shows that we're likely to be a little wetter for the second half of September, which is good. That could help a little bit for as dry as we have been lately. But again, we need several inches of rain to start to help our drought. This is the latest drought monitor. This updates every Thursday, so this is not going to count in any rain that we saw this morning until this Thursday. But in Memphis, most of the Mid-South in a severe drought. Of course, that has been having a big impact on several things. The river is pretty low right now in Memphis, not affecting barge traffic quite yet. But if the river gets low enough, we can start to see barges have trouble getting up and down the river, which of course has a big impact on the economy. As dry as it is, fires can also spread quickly, especially if you didn't see rain this morning. If you're still dry, those fires can get out of control very quickly. And we're thinking about those farmers too, because they are struggling a little bit with the drought that we are going into. Just a reminder, we do have some burn bans in effect. Poinsett and Crittenden County both in a burn ban, so you cannot do any kind of outdoor burning over there with as dry as it is. And those have been issued with the local county judges. But even if you're not in a burn ban, I would try to avoid any burning. Even if you saw a little rain this morning, that grass is still overall pretty dry. Don't toss your cigarettes. Again, you shouldn't be doing that normally, but especially when it's this dry. And be careful parking in the dry grass, because that exhaust can actually heat up the grass and start fires that way as well. Just a reminder for our river levels, the Mississippi River is big, we know that. We really need rainfall up north to help our river. The river is always flowing downstream, down to the south. So we need water up to our north and good rain up there to get some water into the river. And those folks have been pretty dry too. So we're not getting the rain that we need in the river to really get those levels up. And as we check out the latest river levels, everybody pretty low. Technically low stage in Memphis is -8 feet. And again, the river gauge is on the side of the river, kind of the banks of the river. So when it's negative, it's just saying it's below that gauge. There's still plenty of water. It is at a low stage though, almost -5 feet this morning in Memphis, expected to fall another foot by Wednesday. Tunica, Helena, Osceola, pretty much all in the same boat. And again, we need that rain upstream to help the river levels out. Again, spotty thunderstorms for Monday evening, Monday night. For the most part, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday look to be pretty dry. Slight rain chances. We can't rule them out, but I think most of the middle of the week is dry. It's going to be sunny and hot, mid-90s, and temperatures will stay above average. It does look like we see a little bit of a decline by the weekend with those temperatures back to the 80s, but our average high is about 86, so we're still way above that in the temperature department. Thanks to the rain, we do get a little more muggy, a little more humidity. It's not going to be anything crazy, but you will notice a little extra humidity in the air for the next several days. So the 7-day forecast, again, I want you to notice up at the top, the average high is 86. So we are way above that. Some pop-up thunderstorms Monday evening. Some could be a little heavier if they pop up near you. Tuesday, though, turns mostly sunny, 93. 94 on Wednesday with sunshine, 94 Thursday. I do think the middle of the week is mostly dry. I can't rule out a storm, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday look pretty dry. Pattern starts to change again by the weekend. I do expect more clouds for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That knocks the temperature down a little bit. 90 on Friday, 89 Saturday, Sunday, 88 next Monday. I did throw in some slight rain chances through the weekend, really starting on Friday and then into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. There's going to be some very isolated pop-up thunderstorms. As of right now, it doesn't look like enough to ruin everybody's weekend, but it's going to be that 20 to 30% chance of a few pop-up storms. Again, that's for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So for Friday night football and, of course, the Tigers game on Saturday morning, just keep in the back of your mind, there could be some pop-up storms around. I think odds are on the lower end, but there could be some showers or storms on the radar as we get a little bit closer to the weekend. Again, though, not quite enough to totally get us out of the drought that we've been in, that's really been developing over the last several months. So we're going to keep an eye on things. Of course, as storms start to pop up Monday evening, we'll keep an eye on those. We'll have the latest on the news at 5 and 6, and I'll be right back here tomorrow with an extended weather update on ABC 24 Plus. For right now, though, I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Birchett.